Hey everyone, and welcome to the lounge, all my fellow loungers, chillers, ballers, and grillers. Today we're doing some grilling, but not really, because I'm not going to be outside. I'm going to be inside. I'm going to be using a frying pan, as a matter of fact, in the oven. So, but we're still going to call it Chillin' and Grillin', because I kind of just like the name of it. So we're doing more chillin' than grilling today. So anyway, on today's menu, I'm going to show you how to make some crab cakes and some oven-baked crabby fries with mozzarella cheese on top. So grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax, and enjoy the show. Alright, let's go over the list of ingredients we got here. I have 4 rustic potatoes, and some vegetable oil, Old Bay seasoning, some salt, some Pam butter flavored, and some mozzarella cheese. That's just for the fries. Over here for the crab cakes, we have 2 slices of bread, some mayo, some yellow mustard, some ground mustard, white pepper, black pepper, 1 egg, and about 1 pound of crab meat. Also, we are also going to be using Old Bay in this too, but so I could have put that over there at the same time, but anyway. And make sure that you have, of course, a potato peeler and all this, your utensils. And the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 375. And let's start on the French fries. So I cut up the potatoes after I peeled them. I cut them up kind of fat because I like fat fries for one, and also they don't burn as easily in the oven. So now we can start putting the ingredients in there. First, you don't need to measure this, just pour in a little vegetable oil, probably about a tablespoon or so. Put that aside and just flip them around in there, get them all nice and coated. After that, if you need a little bit more on there, if it doesn't look like they're coated, then put more in there, but they're all coated. So then you want to take your Old Bay, and I love Old Bay, if you know that about me, that and pepper. So same thing, because you want to try to get these fries coated. If you don't like Old Bay, try something different. Try garlic on them. Garlic will work good. You might just want salt. I prefer Old Bay. You could use seasoned salt even. Okay, you take that. Next thing you want to do, take your buttered pan. Take your cookie sheet. Be liberal with it. You don't want these things to be sticking on there. Now, put your fries in. You want to make sure you spread these all out. Make sure they're not stuck together from the oil and stuff. So spread them out. They cook better if you can spread them all out on your cookie sheet. Some of them like to cuddle on here. You don't want them cuddling. You want them kind of all separated here. Okay. Now what I like to do, because like I said, I love Old Bay, I put a little bit more on there. Okay. And the next thing you want to do is put some salt on there. Pop them in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. I would go on the 20 to 25 minute range and then take a look at them. Make sure they're not burning. And also take a fork, go through some of the fatter ones, put the fork in there and see how tender they are. If they're tender, then they're good to go. Then we'll take them out. Okay, so we have 2 pieces of bread that I already cubed up here. What I did is I cut off the crust, cut them in long slices, and then cut them the other way. It's about this size. And yeah, there's your 2 slices of bread. Throw them into your bowl. I have 1.5 tablespoons of mayo. I have a teaspoon of yellow mustard, and I just wanted to note that I actually had out spicy mustard earlier accidentally. If you want spicy mustard, go ahead and put it in. I don't really want that. So in here I have all my dry ingredients, which is a half a teaspoon of ground mustard. I have about a 1/16 of white pepper and a 1/16 of black pepper. Put them in an 1/8 teaspoon together, just mix them up. And I have a tablespoon of Old Bay, all in here. Throw that in there. I got 1 egg. Toss that in there. Next thing you got is the 1 pound of crab meat. Dump that in there. Now, you can use a fork if you want to. That's up to you. I'm going to use my hand. I just washed it. Mix that up nice and good. This also helps to make sure that, do you have any shells in there? Like, I just found a big old shell. So that kind of helps you out a little bit when you're doing this. See, I picked these myself. You can get canned crab meat for these, and that would be fine. It's a little bit saltier. I had fresh crabs just this last Saturday, I think it was. So I had a lot of leftover crabs, so I did that. Mix it up nice and good like that, and then you want to kind of take a clump of that. Depends on how big you want. I want it bigger than that, so roll it up a little bit. Put that over on your plate, and continue to do so. And that's what you want. You want crab balls right now. Okay, so I want to show you something. The fries didn't magically appear like this. They actually, I took them out when they were done. I put them all on a pile together, and I sprinkled mozzarella cheese all over them. Unfortunately for you, Tom forgot to turn the mic on, so we had to retake this.
My fault.
Yeah. Anyway, so in the meantime, I also put a pat of butter in here, and I melt the butter so I can start cooking the crab cakes. So we're going to have our cheese fries aside, but now we're going to put them in the oven because we don't want them to get cold. And you probably want to turn your heat down. Turn it down as low as it can go right now. There you go. And that way that's good. In the meantime, take one of your crab cakes and leave it as a ball and just set it in there. And what you're going to wait till that turns brown on the bottom. Once that turns brown on the bottom, then we're going to flatten it out. Do not flatten it out before that, it'll just break apart. Okay, so the bottom's a little bit brown right now. So what you want to do is take that, kind of flip it over like that. Then you take your spatula and just push it down like that. Then let the other side get brown. Remember, the crab meat's already cooked inside there. It's just the egg that was raw. So you just let it cook down a little bit, and then you're fine. Then you can flip, if you want to get that brown around there, you can flip it over again for just a couple seconds. Okay, it looks like our last one is done now. Remember, they will fall apart, so sometimes try to get it on your plate. That's the best I could do with that one. So anyway, then put some fries on there and you're good to go. And now my favorite part, the taste test. And of course I gotta try my fries out. They're cooked perfect. Make sure you don't burn anything. Keep an eye on everything real good. Now, you can use these also on sandwiches, like you get a nice roll, some lettuce. If I had lettuce in the house, I would have put a bed of lettuce down for these crab cakes to be sitting on. It just would have made the plate even a little bit nicer looking. So anyway, try these out. I think you'll like them. Until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax, and I'll meet you at the lounge.